back. Today we're going to be building a pterodactyl. It's a pretty cool build. I really like this one. It's pretty fun to hang up, but there it is there. So first thing I like to do as always is just set out all the pieces and take a look over them, make sure nothing's out of order here. There is 27 parts to this puzzle, so make sure you have all your parts before you begin. If not, definitely contact us. So how I like to start this build is I like to start on the head. Okay, this piece here is what attaches the two top skull pieces and the two bottom jaw pieces to the main body. So we're going to start by attaching this to the body itself. It'll slide right into this slot here, like so. Okay. Now we're going to start off by making a tack weld, moving it, positioning it to where we want it, and then we'll go ahead and fully weld it. We make a tack weld just so that way we can move it around and make sure it's in the right orientation and everything like that before we make the full weld, so we don't have to go back, cut it off, and start again. So let's go ahead and make a tack weld on that. We'll position it where we want it, and then we'll go ahead and fully weld it. Now that we got that tack, we'll grab a pair of pliers because the piece is going to be hot. We'll go ahead and straighten it out like so. It's looking good. We're going to go ahead and fully weld it, but be careful when you're welding on these small pieces that you don't put too much heat into them and cause the metal to melt and blow through. If you do start to get too hot, back off, wait a minute for it to cool, and then go after it again. Alright. Now that we have that piece on, we can go ahead and start putting all the skull pieces on. So, these two inner slots here are for the bottom jaws. We're going to want to do those first, so that way we can get to them and weld them in. So they fit in just the same. They just slide into those slots there on either side, like so. And they don't fully meet at the top. There's a little space in between them. I don't know, I would leave about a 1/4 inch in between those two jaw pieces. But we're going to go ahead and tack them, position them, and then once we're satisfied, we will fully weld them up. So let's go ahead and put some tacks on those. Nice little tack just to hold it in place. These ones can be tricky, so I suggest just putting some small tacks on them. Pretty satisfied with that, so I'm going to go ahead and fully weld these up. Great, these look pretty good. You might find that some of your pieces they move when you start welding them, so a little bit of muscle, you can put them back into the spot you had them now that they're fully welded in there. So So those are looking pretty good. Now we're going to do the top piece, the top skull piece, which is the same thing. We just take these two back slots there, take our headpiece, and we just slide it in until it's fully seated, like that. We're going to put some tack welds on them, straighten them up, so that way they are making a 90 degree with this bottom plate here, the first plate that we welded on, and we will weld them up. Okay? Same goes for both sides. Now we have those tacked on. We'll take a look. We adjust the bottom jaw a little bit. Yep, it's looking pretty good. Take our pliers, straighten this one out a little bit. Push that in. You can mess around with them and put them exactly what position you want. It's your build, so you can get creative with it. Really, it's just up to you at where you want them. So that's looking good to me. I like where they're at. I'm going to go ahead and weld those two outside pieces on. Alright, so now that our skull is done, we're going to go ahead and put this aside, and we're going to work on the legs. Alright, so we're going to start with the legs here. We're going to go ahead and grab this piece, right? And then there's two pieces that look like that right there. Simple enough. These just fit right up into there. Okay? Just like so. Now there's something to be said about these. This end that comes back here is actually the front piece. So when you put them in, like that, make sure that that piece is forward. It doesn't matter which way you put it in right now, but it does when you put the pelvis on the actual spine. So go ahead and kind of find the front side of it. We're going to put these up in there, make tack welds, straighten them out, and weld them up. So, we're going to grab two pieces that look like this. They're kind of like a hip bone, I would suppose. But these just slide right into the slot here. Okay. Now, which side of the feet does it go on? Well, this end of this piece will go on this curled toe side, okay? And this is actually the front side. Okay, this will be facing the mouth of the pterodactyl, okay? And these two kind of hip pieces will come to meet about 1/4 inch away on either side. So let's go ahead and put some tacks on those and straighten them up, and then we'll weld them. Alright, so now that we have the legs and the skull and that body piece done, we're going to go ahead and fit them together. There's a slot right in the middle there that meets up on the very last slot on this bottom. So we'll go ahead, slide it in there, make sure it's fully seated. Position it in a way that's comfortable for you to get your torch in there. Okay. attach it ground. Go ahead and make a tack weld, position it where we want it, and then once we're satisfied, we'll go ahead and weld her up. Put together, we're going to go ahead and take this piece right here, and this fits into the very first slot nearest the head. Okay, so let's go ahead and slide it in there. Right now, we'll make a tack weld, straighten it out, weld it, same procedure all the way back. After this piece, we're going to start with the ribs and just work our way back. After I'm done welding that, I will explain the order in which those go. So let's go ahead and get that tacked and welded. There you have it. Next we'll start on the ribs. Alright, so as we're looking at this rib set right here, we can see that the shortest, smallest rib goes into that second slot, followed by the largest, the next largest after that, all the way back down to the what would be the second smallest, essentially. So we're just going to put the very smallest, the very biggest, and then from that, work all the way down. Rib cage, we can go ahead and start on the wings. So we have two identical arm pieces right here. Okay. Now when we weld these on, this bigger end here is going to attach into the shoulder piece there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and slide one of these in. So you're going to want to make reference to your directions here to make sure that you are having the bend at the right way. Okay? So the elbow is going to be pointed towards the feet, and you will have a concave shape that's facing the front of the head. Okay? So we'll go ahead and get these on. Kind of looks like it's throwing up like a rock on sign, you know. Just hands are up, we're ready to rock and roll, which we are. So we're going to go ahead and make some tacks, straighten them out, and we will weld her up. Alright, now that we have that welded up, we can go ahead and set this aside for a minute. We will then be bringing over these two pieces and these claws. Okay. These are going to fit together like so. Okay. Now there's a connector piece that fits these all together. So this piece will slide into there. That will then slide to just like that, and they will meet right there. And this is how it's all welded together. So let's go ahead and get 2 of these put together. We'll tack them, straighten them out until they're straight, and weld them up. Alright, so now that we got those 2 parts of the wings welded up, this is the last part. We're going to go ahead and grab the body here. I already have these brackets sitting in here, but we have 2 of these. Okay. Now, same with the arm, how this concave part is facing more towards the skull. The concave part of this is going to be bending out. Okay. If you reference the drawings on your directions, you're going to be able to see which way they go. So, if you can't tell by the way I'm doing it, I advise you to check out the directions, and you should be able to find out which orientation you're going to. So now that we have these here, I'm going to go ahead and tack and weld both of these, and then we will put on the rest of the wings and be done. Okay, now that we have those welded on, we'll go ahead and grab the arms here. Okay. Now you see that slot at the front by the claws. Okay. That just fits right in like that. Okay. Now the position at where you want it, that's kind of up to you. I like to have it at the claw meet up with the 90-degree at the bracket. Okay, so it's not low, high, in or out. It's just sitting tightly into that slot, and it meets at a 90 with that bracket. So let's go ahead and tack them. We can position them where we want them, and we will weld them up. Hey, well, now that we got these wings all finished up, that brings us to the end of the build. So I want to take this time to thank everybody for stopping by Digital Fab Shop and purchasing one of our welding kits. And if you didn't, you're just watching videos, thanks for stopping by, and remember to have fun and get out there and build something.